best villager player in New England, if I'm not mistaken. Him or Captain Awesome.
I miss Captain Awesome, bro.
He has a new name. Interrobang, I think.
What is it?
Interrobang.
That's garbage.
I think it's... yeah, I agree.
Change it. That is not awesome.
Well, Captain Awesome wasn't even his first name, if I'm not mistaken. He's like a Manny type. He'll change his name a lot. Nope, really? That's all he does. That's like Manny.
Oh, damn.
Ness against Villager happening. Let's see how it goes. Villager can really mess with Ness off stage, especially grabbing that Thunder.
Man, this guy looks stressed. We didn't even start the game. Like, oh, my God. This will be a fun one to watch, man. Let's go. Sugar versus Bobby Wasabi in the building right now. So we'll see another Ness.
Yeah.
A couple of Nesses actually on the stream. So.
Pretty popular character. Had some big changes in this game. I remember in Smash 4, sort of a character that a lot of people thought was strong at the beginning and had that sort of early, metagame syndrome kind of falling apart as the game progressed. I feel like that happens to a lot of grab-based characters, but Ness definitely changing a lot in this game, has a lot of more stuff, and you see a lot more mains because of it.
Good trapper from Bobby.
Yeah. You can go super far off against Ness just because his recovery just goes so far.
It's insanity.
Gonna go for a down smash. We are not even off the ledge. Let's see what happens here. He's gonna knock the Lloyd off.
Oh, wow. What a connection right there.
You see Bobby kind of shaking his head, realizing it's sort of a rookie mistake. It's easy to make against Ness. And it could catch you for one stock. Have to see if Bobby Wasabi kind of adapts his play style in the future. And wow, good mix-up there. I like the mix-up from Sugar. So what he did, he didn't air dodge to the ledge. He did not want Wasabi to come out and grab his Thunder, so he kind of, feigned like he wasn't going to do it, and then he did it, but doesn't matter. Gets hit with the bowling ball. And I think that's what makes it so hard for Ness to recover in this matchup. Just Villager has so many tools.
Well, I think that's the caveat of what you were just alluding to, the fact that, yeah, it's a good mix-up, but it kind of set him up perfectly to take that bowling ball as well. So good countermeasures coming through for Bobby Wasabi. Nonetheless, him and Sugar really having themselves a back-and-forth contest.
This is tough. As Villager off on the side. His edge guarding not quite as good as Villager's for a bunch of different reasons.
Sure.
I like the get-up attack from Bobby because that is invulnerable, so no matter what your opponent's doing, you can kind of throw it out. As we have dead even percentages here, Bobby trying to surmount a slight lead.
And these guys just back and forth with the blows, with the exchanges. Nobody really gaining a favorable position until that. My man hit the thriller on him. Michael Jackson plant that seed and just weeding out the competition, or the stocks in this case.
What? Why is that thriller?
Because he moonwalked.
Oh, okay. But that's not thriller, though.
It was a Michael Jackson production. Okay. It was a thrilling option.
That's true.
I could go all day, Zach.
Well done, well done,
I could go all day.
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Let's get it.
Very good. All right, 125 on Bobby Wasabi. Watch yourself. He's going to hold shield forever. Go for the... Wow, okay. Yeah, just throw it out. I was worried about the last hit, but he's going to make it happen anyway. Bobby Wasabi with a slight lead.
Definitely starting to pick up for Bobby. Obviously, was shaking his head how he lost that first stock, but has more than made up for it. Perhaps can seal away this first game. All the momentum firmly on his side. This Villager is really cooking.
Yeah, he's looking very good. Keep in mind, whenever Bobby Wasabi is off stage, he is on notice. It's going to be really tough to make it back. We've got the tree up. Using fire on the tree, super smart. So what that does is it just creates a big wall of a hitbox that Bobby has to try to get around. Sugar has to play careful, though. Any wild hit from Bobby might be enough to close it, but Sugar right on top of him.
All right. They're definitely exchanging blows, but it's certainly going the way of Bobby. One solid hit over there. I'll wrap this one up, Zach, and that's going to do it. Anticipating the air dodge through the Lloyd rocket. Perfectly executed final hit.
Yeah, perfect coverage on that. Getting the forward air, that'll do it. And it seems like Bobby is continually just throwing out the jab when they're both standing next to each other in shield. And sometimes Sugar has the answer, but sometimes he doesn't. You can see right here. Right here he did. As you can tell, he just gets the grab somehow. I think if you block 12 hits, you can do something. But there, it did not happen, and it led to his demise as he goes right into that forward air. Good stuff by Bobby Wasabi. One of the most fun names to say in Smash.
It really is. Like, and I'm glad this isn't WWE where we drop his last name.
Oh, God.
Here comes Bobby!
The monster among men. He looked at us.
He did look at us. He did look at us.
Big Bobby, baby.
Big Bobby.
Yeah, I hate it when they do that, and then they have like their tagline, like the man, the Kingslayer,
yeah.
the monster among. Like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
You just need that. All right, so here we go.
I'm glad we relate so much.
Oh, yeah. I love that stuff. I don't watch it regularly, but I try to keep up. I don't know what's going on now. Everybody hates Seth. He's the guy, he's the man, but he's not drawing. I don't know what's happening. Somebody link me. Please tell me what's happening in the company.
After we get off this block, we'll catch Coney up. Don't worry, guys. We still got some more Smash action.
And Ziggler is always jobbing.
You're not going to like what happens at SummerSlam.
That's a constant. Let's see, down smash on the ledge. Similar stuff to what we saw last set, but excellent get-up attack from Bobby. Able to get out of there. Ooh.
All right. Ooh, I like the setups from Bobby. Here we go.
Oh, no. Low recovery.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah. Always has the coverage, and that's the thing. Villager. Oh, no! We got text.
Let's go.
It's all good. That's harder than you might think because the game slows down.
Yep.
And you're like, when am I getting out?
That pause can really kind of just mess up your timing.
Yes.
But credits to Bobby not letting it affect him. And if you're going to go out there and kind of make a play like that, you got to know that there's a chance for error.
Yes.
So you have to be ready to, attack in that situation.
Very well done. He's going to get the jab. Good back throw by Sugar. Going to land right next to him. We're trying to hold center here as Sugar trying to get back onto the stage. But what I was saying before is that Villager's just so versatile, so good off stage, has so many options. So Sugar has to be careful in recovering, but it seems like he's doing an excellent job, especially this game. Bobby having trouble getting back on.
Nicely done. All right,
Nice.
we're just going to keep that pressure going in the skies. Finally, Bobby able to take care of that stock. Let's see if we can kind of find some momentum here. Definitely liking the response I'm seeing, though, from Sugar. I said even before the set started, this guy looks stressed, just doing a button check.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how he's feeling in-game, but I'll tell you what, he's rising to the occasion right now in Game 2.
Looking super good. Tree is up, so it's going to disrupt his recovery a bit, but he's doing okay. Getting walled out by these projectiles. Bobby Wasabi forcing him to jump and continually hitting him
Bobby.
with. Yeah, he's looking super good. He
tell you
only
what.
has the up B, and that means that's a... Oh, no, he gave him a way out. He saved him. All he had to do was go down there and pluck the thunder.
Unintentionally giving Bobby a way out of that situation.
That is
Sugar.
tough. Tree's out. He's going to recover. Bobby, you got to imagine, is kind of kicking himself because he gave Sugar a way to tech back onto the stage. Down smash is out, but again, get-up attack is going to thwart that attempt.
At the very least, though, stay encouraged. Considering that you were down a fair amount, you're on even grounds right now. Sure, you didn't get that stock off when you wanted to, but you still have an opportunity to take this game. However, Sugar with something to say about that. Another back throw, yielding himself another stock.
Yeah, it looked like Bobby was a little frustrated when he got hit by that back throw. He kind of shook his head, adjusted his hat. He knows that he kind of gave that stock. And again, not waiting the second hit just seems like a little bit of impatient play from Bobby. That might be exactly what Sugar needs.
We're going to pay it a little bit more respect if I'm Bobby.
Ooh.
This is getting a little hairy right now. 68%. Sugar, this counter pick, this game number 2, everything working in his favor. I think Bobby sees the writing on the wall for this one.
Yeah, things are just getting a little out of control. You can tell the hitbox extended on the balloon there, almost enough to knock Bobby Wasabi, but Sugar going way off. Weird SD, but honestly, he was at like 140, 150. Yeah. Not a big deal.
Kind of take that one on the chin and keep it moving.
Yeah.
All right, Bobby, opportunity. Oh.
Did he use his jump? He did not. Excellent save by Sugar. Still struggling, though. Bobby starting to turn up.
Ooh, that back air. Definitely threatening.
Wow.
Through the balloons and through your grill. That was an excellent play from Sugar.
Yeah, that was really good execution because, like, it feels like he kept putting it off on the ledge. And when that happened, he might get a little bit of percent, but then Bobby would be able to get back on and get a get-up attack. But there, he placed it on the ledge, and somehow, I couldn't tell you, not that good of a commentator, but because it's on the ledge, it was able to two-frame him. Good stuff.
That was really wonky.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you got to make those plays. You got to take those chances. It worked out nicely.
Very
well
well
done. We got a
done.
Game 3. I think it's been a while since we've seen a Game 3.
I don't know if we've seen one.
Or, if at all, right? Like,
I don't think so. I think this might be the first Game 3. Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys in this camp, too. Sugar against Bobby. We are deciding where we're going on this. You could tell. You could see me in the corner. I'm showing you. I love it when events do this. They have the stages here. So we got 5 starters. Battlefield, FD, Town and City, Smashville, PS2. 3 counter picks, Yoshi Story, Kalos, and Kalos, whatever. I always get yelled at for that.
You know what? I call it Kalos because that's the way I heard it in the game. Or that's the way I read it in the game. All right? And sometimes I call it Kalos because sometimes I struggle to read. I might even be judged by a chat, okay, that could very much so suffer the same deficiencies as myself.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys mess up too. You guys aren't perfect. You're just not on camera. And Lilac Cruz. And this is the stage that was chosen by Bobby. I think this makes sense because, like, you want to disrupt Ness's recovery. This stage obviously not as wonky as it was in the past because hazards are off, but can still kind of change how he recovers, and because Villager is just so good off stage, might make things a little bit tougher.
All right, well, let's see how this one rolls. Haven't seen Lilac at all throughout our blog, Zach, so it's good to see it make its appearance here. Right now, Sugar and Bobby duking it out. Right now, Bobby, though, getting the advantage. See if he can hold him off the stage. You see him throwing out that strong projectile game, putting up the tree as well, and then using a little deception to get some big-time hits. Sugar narrowly able to get back to the stage. The chase down continuing. Oh, I like that.
Yo.
Weaving and bobbing. Hey, whiffing that grab.
115. Yeah, he was able to get out of that.
Nice. All right, see the Lloyd Rockets and the slingshots, everything for Bobby, but you see just one fair pushing him off the stage.
Yeah. And honestly, Villager doesn't have to worry against that many characters off stage, but Ness might be one of them. And I like what he did there. So he went way under the lip, so he's able to snap at it, and it sort of ate the hitbox from the yo-yo a little bit, kind of went through the balloons. And even if he pops both the balloons, he pops up a little bit, so he should be okay. But nonetheless, he still loses that first stock, which is crucial in a matchup like this.
Absolutely. Ooh, okay, there it is. I'll tell you what, how do you counteract a big blow? You throw out another big blow, okay?
Yes.
The most hard-hitting moves. You see my man fading down. Luckily, Villager, of course, that tremendously good recovery.
Yeah.
Even in the depths, he's going to be coming back.
Nice down throw, trying to get a little bit more, but can't add anything else onto it. Gonna use these short hop aerials that Villager does so good. Let's see, 82. Yeah, we got a yo-yo at the ledge. He's gonna go for that every time, and I love the adaptation there. If you remember, Bobby Wasabi continually get up attacking because he expects the yo-yo. That time, Sugar getting a little bit of free percent because he knew it was coming.
Game number 3, that's the time to mix it up. And you're seeing this definitely favoring Sugar. I mean, he's made way more adjustments, and you see the
there it is again.
Again, yeah, I was gonna say, man, you called it out in the last one, and history repeating itself, and now down to a final stock. Sugar with an opportunity to really take this one over Bobby Wasabi.
The adaptation, very strong with this guy here. Gets the jab 65 to 18, but keep in mind, Villager, very explosive character, especially against Ness, who can really struggle to recover if Bobby places his hits correctly. And Bobby, you know, is kicking himself because he could have had that last game if he had that stock, if he just edge guarded a little bit better.
Yep. It's one of those things that kind of starts creeping into your head, especially in a game 3, right?
Yeah.
You're like, man,
I
shouldn't even be in this situation right now. But here we are, nonetheless, down an entire stock. However, considering Sugar's at 112, there is an opportunity to at least keep it manageable.
Yes. 112 to 22. Yeah, there's the up air. Just what he needed. And I mean, if he took any more percent, if he took maybe 30, 40 more, Ness is not a character. Like some characters, you could come back at like 80 or 90 and you're comfortable. You're like, okay, I can still make this comeback.
Right.
Ness is not one of them because he has a kill throw. He has an up smash at the ledge. He has so many things that can take your stock off. And look at Sugar holding shield for so long against that jab. Eventually did get hit with the last hit. Bobby slowly mounting this comeback.
Yeah, you say mounting that comeback. I mean, things are just picking up for Bobby.
Yeah.
I think what he realized was, okay, if I can keep it manageable, I mean, I'm still very much so in the game. Yeah, you're going to kick yourself regarding that last game, but you can only look ahead. I think that's kind of what Bobby has set himself to. Got his sights set on Sugar. 20% about separating these two guys. And I'll tell you what, this is the kind of game 3 I enjoy, Cody.
Yeah, I love
where
this.
It's just really just back and forth, going down to the wire. Obviously, Sugar with the slight advantage, but Bobby letting him know I'm still very much so in this contest. Holds out that bowling ball, which would have wrapped it up had that connected.
Oh, wow, he ate his jump.
He stuffed him. This is big, this is big.
He doesn't have a jump. He's going to go out there, but he can't quite place his special moves, and you've got to imagine that Villager should be able to get onto that, but Sugar recovering perfectly. Bobby in a terrible spot. Jumps out, gets hit by the up air. You know he's frustrated as Sugar wins game 3. And again, I feel like Bobby Wasabi not using Villager's tools to the best of their ability.